actually a Dakota word that means strength. So he's going to come in. He's our only male bald eagle. He is also our only bird that has perfectly healthy wings. Now, that being said, if he decides to get comfortable and spread his wings, well, they're almost as long as this wingspan stick. They might come close to your noggin, okay? Just to give you a heads up. If that happens, please do not high-five the bird, though it's tempting. Just enjoy that cooling breeze that he's providing for you. And one last thing about being in the front row, well, you guys are in the splash zone. So we're feeding some fish today. It
Seen them
might
at the
come
zoo,
close to your
remember?
feet, okay?
Yep.
Most folks don't care about the fish. They're just concerned about what's coming out the other end, right? For good reason. Bald eagles are perfectly capable of shooting their poop 6 feet.
Seen it. We're good.
If you see that tail go up, you guys better be going down, okay? I'll aim him this way, no worries. All right, I'm gonna go get Washaka. You guys feel free to take photos when he comes in here. That's perfectly fine. And we'll also open up to a full question and answer. So think of some good questions to ask when I return. I will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so very proud and honored to introduce to you our only male bald eagle here at the National Eagle Center, Washaka. And let me tell you, you cannot work with Washaka and have a good hair day, okay? You can tell he's molting quite a lot, right? Those feathers are starting to come out and break loose from him, so he'll be growing new healthy feathers in. Now the reason Washaka is here with us is because he was found starving to death in the wild. He actually came all the way from Florida to live with us here. Now, in Florida, after he was found, he's going to get me over to that perch himself. Needs to be patient, it's all part of his training. So Washaka was found starving to death. They took him to a raptor center and realized that he had a tumor growing on his eyelid, his left eyelid, and he couldn't see well enough to hunt accurately. So they removed that tumor thinking, well, we take that off, he'll be able to see well, we can release him. But they discovered that that eye never formed correctly underneath that tumor, so he's completely blind on his left side. And as a result, he has poor depth perception and can't really see all that he needs to. Can't see well enough to catch his prey. We're also afraid if he was released, because he has a blind spot there, he could fly into something, collide with a branch, a limb, an object, and hurt himself further. So he's one of our educational eagles. He's oftentimes one of the first eagles that we'll have our interns or staff work with, because he's more of a travel-sized eagle, so a little bit easier and less intimidating to work with. Well, he's been a good bird, kind of calm down. I'm going to put him on his perch so he can get nice and comfortable. Oh boy, guys, you better watch. We'll turn him around. He's just trying to get a look at his lunch bucket. So, does anyone have any questions while Washaka gets kind of settled here? Any questions? Yes, right here. How much does he weigh? How much does he weigh? That's one of my favorite questions. It's a lot less than what you would think. This bird is covered in over 7,000 feathers that make him look bigger than he really is. He also has a lightweight skeleton. In fact, if you took all of his feathers and all of his bones and weighed them separately, his feathers would weigh more. With that being said, anyone want to take a guess at how much Washaka weighs? Yeah, in the back.
25 pounds.
25 pounds?
25.
25? You know, and that's the average weight that I think an adult would guess, 25 pounds-ish. The average kid would guess anywhere from 100 to a million. I've heard that many times.
I'd say about 7.
Though that makes me feel very strong, it's shooting pretty high. This bird only weighs an incredible 6 pounds.
6
Pretty
pounds,
close. That was one off.
1 pound lighter than
He's
Piper.
about as small as a bald eagle as you would come across for 2 reasons. Number one, in the raptor world, it's the males that actually are the smaller of the birds. Females are about a third larger than their male companions. And one other thing, both gender and geography. Where did this bird come from? He came from Florida, from the south. It's warm there. He doesn't have to have a lot of body mass. He's in his little bikini. He weighs very little. If you go to the Midwest, they're going to get a bit bigger. They're wearing their winter coats. Go to Alaska, northern Canada. Oh my goodness, they've got their parkas on up there. You could see a female that weighed 15 pounds. So, very large bird. Yeah. Yes, evolution.
Is his wings clipped?
Are his wings clipped? They are not, no. So he is fully flighted. He just doesn't fly a whole lot anymore because we've tried. He just can't make his marks and he can't see well enough to do any aerial displays. So I'm going to put him on his perch and offer him that fish. You can tell he's so excited. And he might be around. Oh my goodness, hit the deck. He wants that. You can see, oh, he's doing some of that mantling, puffing out his body. He's telling us, my nut yours. That. So we do have a little bit, oh, it looks like a pork chop in here. So that's dessert today. After he's done eating that, we'll offer it to him as well. So any more questions, guys? Yes.
How often do they need to eat?
How often do they need to eat? So here at the center, because, you know, they've got a good life, they don't have to do a lot of strenuous things, find a meal on their own. We feed them about a half pound to 3/4 pound of food a day. Now, a bird in the wild is not going to get fed every day. They might not, you know, find a meal for a few days before they find one. So they might consume 3 pounds before they're full and content. They're gorging themselves, basically. But here, if we fed them that much food at once, they would get very overweight very fast. And a bald eagle can develop something called bumblefoot. It's actually a sore on their feet, kind of like people are bedridden get back sores because they're sitting so much more. We really always are monitoring their foot health, making sure they get different perches to sit on, making sure the bottom of their feet are moisturized. In fact, Harriet, she's our oldest eagle. We'll often put a little salve or a little moisturizer on the bottom of her feet because she's a bird that's been here a long time, works well with us, and we can trust that she's not going to do us damage when we do that. So you can tell he's having a hard time kind of getting that just right because it's so slippery. But he's having a good time ripping that up, isn't he? Yeah. You're lucky he's not in a throwing mood today. Let me tell you, about the first month I started working, I fed him rat. And one of the first things our eagle's going to go after in that rat is the innards, all the candy, the kidneys. They're going to go after the lungs. And with Shaka here, he grabbed all of that, of course, and then flung it. And guess where it went? Right there, right across my face.
Oh, that's gross.
I had to peel off that rat and talk my whole presentation with a nice rosy red glow. It was not one of my finer moments by any means, but they have quite the character. They're very excitable birds. You know, they have fun too, just like if a dog at home finds a favorite stuffed animal, it might decide to rip out the stuffings, throw them all over. It's very similar with their food. They're just having fun. Anyone else?